Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Big day today. Happy Sun in Sagittarius. Happy new moon in Sagittarius. Happy Jupiter going direct. If you're feeling the momentum, you would not be alone. Okay, let's get into these aspects. Today is Wednesday, November 23, 2022. Today is the sun's first full day in Sagittarius. Here it is at 1 degree Sagittarius on the chart. So our sense of purpose here joins Mercury and Venus, our personal intellect and our receptive, loving hearts in the land of adventurous pursuit and universal truth. Sagittarius is the mutable fire sign, and this points to the way we spread light at this time of year, seeking to bring a sense of warmth and togetherness during these, the longest and coldest nights of the year. The new moon here is perfected in Sagittarius this afternoon. Here's the moon on the chart. And that new moon will be perfected just 5 minutes before Sagittarius's ruling planet Jupiter goes direct in the sign of Pisces. This turning point feels inspiring and optimistic as we pause to consider the moment we are in, what we have, how far we've come, and what more we have on our plates to do. After the pause, a feeling of momentum drives us to begin setting intentions for what will become plans, some of which will become goals met in time for the full moon 2 weeks from now. Mutable fire across the board, friends. Mutable gives us an ease with change, and fire drives us to pursue what most inspires us. And there are many things happening in the sky today, so we're going to discuss the aspects that have the most impact. And we'll start on the moon side of the page, where we consider how it feels to be us and who we are when we're at home among the people we keep close. Just past noon today at 12:16 Central Standard Time, friends. Our void of course moon makes its final aspect in the sign of Scorpio, a very auspicious trine to Jupiter. Cancer, Sagittarius, Pisces. This is possibly the most positive vibe we can have for the heart and home. We feel a sense of good luck. We notice where we've grown and we feel good about it. And this is likely to put us in a social mood for sharing. What could be better? The trine vibe indicates ideal functioning for us while we're in this very good mood. The void of course now is the period of time between when the moon makes its final aspect in one sign and when it makes ingress or crosses the line into the next sign, which it does every 2.5 days. The period of time varies, but the moon is thought to be between sign influences at that time, sort of unfiltered, and so we may find it easier to connect and reflect. I try to take time out every couple of days with the void of course to meditate, journal, read, and engage in my intuitive and creative practices. It helps me stay sort of up to date on my emotional and intuitive processing of my experiences. Today's void, of course, lasts about 2 hours, and it precedes the moon's ingress to Sagittarius, the culmination of the new moon and Jupiter's official direct motion after months in retrograde. This is an excellent time to really seek to become grounded and centered in the current moment, to see what you can feel in terms of these shifting energies, and to notice what inspirations arise in the quietness of the intuitive space you've given yourself. The void, of course, ends at 2:15 this afternoon. When the moon enters Sagittarius, engaged sense of momentum. The vibe is exploratory and social. We open our hearts to fresh understandings and connections. A couple of hours later, the sun and moon are fully conjunct. And what time is that happening? At 4:57. Cancer and Leo, this is the perfection of the new moon and the turning point between creative decrease and creative increase, where we've been acting to release things that no longer serve us. We now pause, we appreciate the current moment, and having done that, we then begin to do the inner work of creating the near and far future, setting intentions, making plans. And this brings us to the sun side of the page, where we shine when we are out in the world and what kind of experiences we have there. 5 minutes after the new moon is complete, Jupiter turns direct down here in the sign of Pisces. Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces. Our planet for the principles of expansion and good fortune has been retrograde since July, inviting us in different ways to consider our personal future and what more we might like to make of it. Now it goes direct, where it has been going backward like Neptune is. Now it's going to go forward. So we begin to discover how those ambitions fit into the larger scheme of growth in the larger context of humanity, even the planet as a whole. Perhaps the path forward has not been clear until now, but this redirect brings in some clarity as to how we can plan to get where we're going. Jupiter in Pisces sends us growth when we show compassion for others and for ourselves and seek creative ways to connect. For now, that is the how. Soon, Jupiter will re-enter Aries and will shift to a how that looks more like growth through direct action. Coming up tomorrow, Mercury will perfect its trine to Chiron, granting us some insight into our everyday ways of doing things. Friday, we will discuss Venus's trine to Chiron, and the first quarter moon in Pisces next Wednesday will be our call to action as we shift out of planning mode. And that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thank you for tuning in. For the second half of this vlog, where we seek further insight from Tarot, please check out my other channel, Astrology Today and Tarot with Melrose. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all so much for being here. My love and gratitude go out to each and every one of you, and I will see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.